Good morning, my friends. Welcome. It's Friday, and I was just going to create or start creating with this kit from Paperomia, and I thought I would turn the camera on, show you what I'm going to do, and then I will pick different papers and stuff like that. But excuse me. There's two kits here. One is Grandma's Old Recipe Book, and you receive four files plus you get the ephemera in there. And then the other one is the Old English Bakery. There's two files for that, and I didn't print off the ephemera yet because I wanted to play with these papers, but I just thought I'd just quickly show you some of them. The one file, it's all recipes. They're all hand recipes. I love these pages because you can cut them and use them as journal cards. You can create pockets with them. Just look at how scrumptious that stuff looks. The colors are beautiful. Just love that. But these could be all like your skinny tags. This could be a pocket. Just so many things that you can play with. And then there's these ones. It's from the recipes. They're all different recipes, and they are sized down from the other ones. But there's little pictures. You can cut them out and collage with them. There's all kinds of different things that you can do. And then these ones go portrait way. So there's a bunch of different ones here too. And you can vintage them up more. You can just do, obviously I'm not going page by page, it would take a little while, but I just want to give you an idea of what I'm going to be playing with. It's not in English, so it's just the writing. I love the writing. It's so fun. But yeah, so I have my purple mat down because, and it's a mess, sorry about that, but I have an idea. I'm going to do a journal cover, and we'll do the cover together, see how far we get. I have this very hard board, and it's from the backs of watercolor paper. Like, it's very, very strong. I'm hoping that they're the same. They came off the exact same ones. So I have some chocolate chip cardstock, just two pieces. And I'll show you what we're going to do. I also have a light piece of paper, light brown. And I want to glue these two pages together because my journal is going to be the 6x9, so 9 long, 6 wide, and I have a 2-inch spine. So I want to be able to encompass that with the paper. And then I have a piece of fabric, of course, for the spine, because I don't like paper going over the spine. I don't like the sound that it tends to make of cracking paper. I'm not a fan of that. But yeah, I've been trying to figure out what to do, like what kind of a journal that I wanted to do with this kit. I know I don't want to do another interactive journal. It just takes a lot of time. So I'm just grabbing my little pokey tool here. So I hope you're well. I hope your week's gone good. It's we're into cool weather, but now to keep it straight, you can use your scoreboard if you want, but I'm just going to lay it down as straight as I can. If it's a bit crooked, well, it's just the way it goes. And there we are. So I have the two 12x12s together. Looks pretty straight. All right. And so I was talking with a friend of mine a while back, and you know, because I'm always in my craft room, I just said, you know, I could be in here every day. I'm in here every day, so I mean, potentially I could do a video every day. Oh, why don't you? Because it's like, well, yeah, I could, because I do schedule them, right, for different days. And so this is what I do at my desk. I just sit and craft, and I never have plans in mind, really. I just grab a bunch of stuff and I start playing, and then whatever evolves out of that, then that's what it is. My glue. I thought I had prepared the glue ahead of time, but so I'm going to center it on the paper. I like the crease to be in the center, and then there's no way that it's going to come apart or crack or anything like that. And then I'm going to grab my fancy tool. Whoop. Just set it there. And then this one, you can use double-sided tape on here as well as your glue if you want. But once it's enclosed in the paper, it's not going anywhere. And I'm actually going to use this instead because that is not cooperating. And I know this glue will. I just knew I didn't want to do this in black. So I thought this chocolate chip would be perfect. All right, so I'm just going to lay it down, and it should be straight because this is straight. And then take it out. And I don't need a bunch of glue. I just want the outer edges and then just a little bit in the center, and it's all good. Oops. There we are. Just like that. I have my card. I don't know if the card will help. This board's pretty thick. But you can use cardstock. You can use wallpaper like we do. You know. So let me just grab my bone folder. I have everything at the ready today. So I'm just going to go along the edges, and it's just going to help the paper to fold. I will be trimming, of course. You definitely don't need all that paper. That's way too much. Okay, so you can take your ruler if you want, and then just cut, you know, but I'm just going to cut it. It's not straight, well, you know. And I'll keep these because I may be able to use them for bases for tags or whatever it is. Journaling cards. There we go. Set that aside. Now with our tool, I showed before when I was showing off the kit, or showing off this that I bought. So I'm just going to go there, and that just gives me a cut line all the way around. That's not very straight, but it's okay. You get the idea. Or yeah, that's just to make sure it's all lined up as well. I don't think I've used that part of it yet, but like that, and then one more. Lots of turning. There we go. Just like that. Excuse my sniff, sorry. So I'm going to just cut along the line I made. If it was fabric, then I would probably just fold it in, but it isn't, so. And cardstock would probably be bulky, especially in the corners. So now I can, where'd my bone folder go? I'm just going to run it right along the edges. It just helps to get those paper fibers ready to fold. And for those of you that don't measure, like I'm not a great measurer either. This is a perfect project because there's no measuring. You just lay your paper on and then you just do your scores and glue. So this is because it's cardstock, it needs help to fold. And then I'm going to bring in those corners, and that's just so that it's not so pointy. Oops, come on. Yeah, it did rip a little, but I'm okay with it. And then this one, I think is probably because my bone folder is a little thicker than some of them. But there we go. All right. And so I'm going to start gluing. And then I add glue to the right to the edge of the board or packaging, whatever you're using, right? And then I'll add glue. You can use double-sided tape, but please use glue as well so that it doesn't lift. There we go. There, and then it goes nicely, and that'll get squished in as well. Do you have plans for the weekend? Since my birthday is on the 17th, that's next week, I've asked excuse me, the kids to come and have a barbecue. So Tom said he'll barbecue, so I'm looking forward to that. It should be a pretty nice day. So I'm looking forward to seeing Braden. I haven't seen him in a bit, so. All right. There's that one, and one more side. And I usually just lay my hand out flat, push it all down, and then the bone folder does the rest of the work. So there we go. There's our cover already. Isn't that pretty? Even though I love the chocolate brown. It's called Chocolate Chip. So I don't even know if they still have this stuff or not. So then I also have this for the spine. I thought that would be awesome with that color. So I have some brown cardstock here. This is I don't even remember the name of it, but it's like, do I want to add it on here or just put paper from our kit? because I don't want to add it over the spine. So, well, I think I just decided for myself what I'm going to do. All right, so this is where you'll have to cut. And I do it just before the spine. So hopefully I'll have enough of the other for the other side. Oops. Oh. Come on. There we go. You know what? I'm going to cut it. Yep, there'll be plenty. It's right, just about right in half. So that's perfect. Because I only brought out one of these sheets. So that looks great, just like that. I'm just going to do this and then I'll cut them both at the same time. That's really the measuring that you have to do, so it's not too bad. Oops, one's wider than the other. I just have to trim it down once I cut. There we go, and then again I'll keep those. So this is the shorter one. That'll go there. And then I'll have to trim this one as well. There we go. Oop. So there we go. So these will get added. And then the pretty paper will get put on top of it because it's shorter paper. So, and there we go. So let's add it. So you can let me know what you think of this in the comments. If you have any questions, please ask. Go, try and do it as straight as I can anyway. And I like, you can still see the brown paper around it, which is fun. And see, it's not going into the spine area. And so there'll be no cracking paper sounds or anything like that in the cracks. There, looks nice. And then just, oh, let me grab I just need to fix this a little more. There we go. And then there's our cover, start of our journal. And I want to get 3 signatures in there. That's why I did a 2-inch spine. So there we go. Nice, eh? What do you think? All right. So I would like to put this on the front. I think that's just so cute. But the only thing is I'm not going to get all of those words on there. And I'm okay. I still want, because I want to have Grandma's old recipe book up there. So let me just see where we're going to. So yeah, there's still measuring to do, but it's not too bad. So I'm going to cut it down from this side first, and then I'll do, and because it's 9, it's 6 by 9. So I'm going to cut it at 8 3/4. Almost did the wrong side. If I do 8 3/4, maybe just a little more. Just right there. And then I can have that as a pocket still, so that's okay. Let's see if I did it right. Yep. So that's the start of our cover. And you can ink if you want. I don't think I'm going to. See, I ended up putting a double side on here, but that's okay. All right. Just gonna make sure, try and make it as even as I can going around. Oh, I need to move it. There we go. And I will have this covered as well at the edge. So now what can I put on the back? Because these are all recipes, I just think they're so fun. Oh, let's Grandma's old recipe book. There's just all kinds of fun images. Maybe I'm going to put this one on the back right there. Okay, so there's the S. And I'm just making sure that it's it can be a pain, but you know, it's worth it in the end when you see. So that's the spine right there, and then right there. Let's hope I did it right. There. Maybe. I just want to be able to not cut the head off. So let me take off this portion and then see how long it's gonna be. Well, at least no heads were cut off. And so that'll go right there. So nice. You can use glue stick if you want. I'm just using this because it's quick and it's here. Oops, come on. There we go. So there's the beginning of the front, and there's the back. So fabulous. And I can't put anything on the spine yet because of the signatures. So I do want to add this, but which way? Probably that way. And I like that it came cut with the pinking shears, I'm going to, oops, not those ones. Just because it isn't straight. Try and straighten it as best I can, rather than when it's on the cover. It's just a little easier when it's off. But I think I'm going to put this part with the red in the front. Yeah, looks good. And then the glue. I just set it there, and then I have an outline of where it goes, and then hopefully I don't put too much on. And this is a thicker fabric, so I don't have to use my finger tool and wipe it. Line down, and if I need more, then I can just lift up the edge, of course, and add more. There. Oh, that's really nice fabric. And I did add glue into the spine. It has to dry, of course, so I won't fold it. But I just want to work this down into the groove. And then it'll fold up like that. But yeah, I need to let it sit and dry. Should be okay in an hour or so. But there's our cover. So front, sweet, and then inside, and oh yeah, that's gonna fray. If you don't like that, there's this no fray or fray stop or something that you can buy. Walmart has it in the sewing section. But oh, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. So there we go. So it just has to dry on the sides. But yeah, it's gonna look good. All right, so I think maybe I better leave it there today. I think we're just about at half an hour. So let me know what you think. Questions, comments, please. And if you want me to continue with this on video, then let me know that as well. And then we can just create the signatures together, and I probably will end up turning the camera on. You know, I'm doing it anyway, so it'll just be a fun thing to do together. Okay. Have a blessed weekend, everyone. Take care. Bye for now.